Hey, what's going on, guys? So, a couple days ago, a Facebook friend of mine, I believe that I met him briefly at the Tinley Park NARBC show. If not, he added me through one of the other people that I had met there, had messaged me, and he asked me if I'd want to buy a couple of his pokies. And I had told him that I would love to, but unfortunately, right now, I'm not spending any money on tarantulas. I just dropped a bunch of money in the past couple months, and I needed to give it a little bit of a rest. He also asked me if I'd be interested in some roaches, as he had a bunch of red runners, dubias, cave roaches, hissers, just a whole bunch of them. Some of them just for fun, some for feeders. And I had told him if he still had some in a couple weeks, that I would love to purchase some. I needed to get some things in line as far as my finances go. And then a couple days later, he had messaged me and asked me if I still was interested in some and let me know that he would send me some for free. I just needed to pay the shipping, and that he would send a picture of the receipt to me, and I just PayPal him the money over, which was an awesome deal I couldn't pass up. I had learned that, unfortunately, Mike's roommate that he's been living with for about the past year or so had been having lots of nightmares about his insects, his tarantulas, etc., and requested that he get rid of them. So Mike had to get rid of all of his animals, which super sucks. And I'm so sorry for you, Mike. I couldn't imagine having to get rid of all my tarantulas. I would be devastated, and I know you've been doing this a lot longer than I have. But I want to take the time to thank Mike for offering me the red runners at such a good deal. I've never purchased anything from Mike. Like I said, I may have met him briefly. If not, we just know each other through Facebook, and I'm extremely thankful that he gave me the opportunity and trusted me to send me some roaches, and that I would pay him, which as soon as he sent me a picture of the receipt, I had actually taken a half day of work that day for some stuff. I immediately got onto my PayPal and sent him the payment. So I'll go over some of this stuff and show you these little guys. There's a bunch in here. I got 2 tubs of them. You probably can't see really because there's that on the top, but there's a bunch of them inside those tubes. There's a bunch of them in there. So Mike did a good job packing. Got some tissue or paper towel or whatever you want to call it, paper in there. Help keep them in place. Sent it 2 days shipping. Wasn't bad in price at all. $6.70 I think it cost. He taped down the sides of the deli cups, made sure they're all right. Looks like these guys got a little bit of food in there, which he told me he feeds his non-medicated chicken food from Farm and Fleet. So I'll go over a little bit about these red runner roaches. The red runner roaches, if you do not know, one, are great foods for your tarantulas, other invertebrates, small reptiles. They get about an inch long, and apparently they breed extremely fast, which also makes them desirable as well. If you set them about 80 to 85, apparently they just breed like crazy. And in a couple months, Mike says that I'll have so many roaches I won't know what to do with them. These roaches can't be shipped to Florida because they're actually a roach that is very possible to cause an infestation, because of the fact that the heat is about room temperature, around that area, that they'll breed so well that it's easy for them to infest. The males have small wings, the females do not, and the males can fly very, very, very short distances. So since these can infest, I'll kind of show you how you can keep preventing that. This is the enclosure I made. Now these guys can't climb plastic walls, so they should be all right. And I've kept my egg crate down low so that way that the chances are that they can't get to the top. But just in case, it's good to put a layer of Vaseline along the top there. That way for sure they can't get out, which is what I'm going to do. I know sometimes I have bad luck, so I'm going to take every precaution I can, even though that's low enough that they probably shouldn't be able to escape. I want to eliminate the possibility altogether. So I've got some egg crate in there. I've got 2 bowls. One will be for food, one will be for water crystals. I've got a little bit of a cocoa fiber substrate down there. And I created this lid right here. I marked out my measurements with marker, and I used my soldering iron to kind of carve out the holes in the top. I bought a roll of screen from Walmart. It's like $6 for a huge roll, which is way more than I needed, but at least I got it for the future. I was gonna hot glue this screen down on here, but my dad actually loaned me some like industrial adhesive, and so I taped off around the edges right here and left a small edge. I sprayed it down, peeled off the tape, and put my screen on and moved it around. I'm not too worried about what's inside the adhesive because it's very unlikely that the roaches will even get up there. It's not like they can really consume it or anything and become deadly inside them for my animals. I did get a little bit of a excess along here on the top, but since it's a roach enclosure, I'm not really too worried about all that. That's just to provide some ventilation for the roaches, you see. And this is going to help me out a lot down the road once I've got a lot more tarantulas as far as feeding goes. So I'm very thankful for this. Once again, thank you, Mike. I'd like to shout out his Facebook group, Postalatheria USA. Awesome group, all pokies all the time except for Wacky Wednesdays. You can post whatever you want. And I would also like to shout out my group, Illinois Tarantula Classifieds, IL Tarantula Classifieds. If you guys want to join these groups, man, we need more people, and there's always room for more. So I don't think I left anything out. I'm not going to rehouse these on video because I don't want any mishaps and have any of these escape. But I will make a separate video once they're all settled in, showing you guys the setup. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys. And I'm pretty sure I went over everything that I had thought about going over. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment, and I'll help you out any way I can. Appreciate it. Like, share. Later.